All right, good afternoon, everyone. I know that several of us must have gotten this notification from the bank, this SMS, notifying us of deductions of the USSD code charges, which is not good, no longer going to be deducted from our bank account. So he said, dear customers, please be informed that effective 18th June 2025, the 6 naira 98 kobo USSD fee will be deducted from your airtime balance, no longer from your bank account. Thank you. Yes, and we are going to discuss what this means because several persons have been reaching out to me asking me why they don't understand what's this message. They want to know if it's a scam. They want to understand and all that. It's not a scam. Yes, this is not a scam, all right. And it's actually from your bank, all right. So the USSD ecosystem, there is now a change, all right, and we're going to discuss that in few slides now. So let's begin. Okay, we're going to look at the update in the USSD ecosystem in Nigeria. Okay, so what does the USSD stands for? It stands for the Unstructured Supplementary Service Data, all right. And a GSM service that enables the real-time connection between a phone and a software application, typically the mobile operator's network. Okay, what this means is that it is a technology. Okay, that is the unstructured supplementary service data is a technology, and it allows an interaction between the communication tool that allows mobile phone user to access banking services through a simple text interface. Okay, and so all this one is just terminology. See, what it just simply means is that it is the network service provider, that's communication companies, that allows us to use the USSD code. USSD code are those short codes that you use to access services, whether your banking service. At times you see in some companies you have to dial them to even get access to some of their services too, all right. So like for instance, you want to check your NIM, you dial say star 346, right, and then hash, you send. Yes, so when you do that, they deduct 20 naira. You want to check your BVN, you dial star, whatever, and then like that. Do you get what I'm talking about? So that is just it. That is USSD code, and that's what it does. So now we are going to then look at these updates. Now let's go there. USSD stands for, so the update, let's go, we are going to be a bit very fast. Okay, so let's be fast about it. So now we say there is what actually the update is, just for us to know now that there is now a shift, okay, to us. In other words, the charges is now shifted to us. It has been taken off from our banks. That is, has been taken away from our bank. In other words, our banks will no longer do that for us. Like, they will not act as a middleman between we, the service users, and then our network communication service provider. That is, or before, if as I'm using MTN for instance, so if anytime I dial USSD code for anywhere at all, okay, any bank at all, now it is my bank that will collect the money. That's the charge. They'll collect it from my account and then remit it. In other words, they will go and pay on my behalf to that company. But now they say no, they are now shifting it to us, to me now, the end user. Are you getting it? Good. So that's what is going on now. And that begins from June 25th this year. All right. So the key update here now, the key update is that the Nigerians have adopted end user billing for USSD banking services. Before it's not so for bank, like I explained earlier. So they take the charge, but now they say no, they've shifted it to us now, the end users. Good. So charges will now be deducted from customers' airtime instead of being paid by the bank. Do you get it now? So it's from my airtime now. If I recharge 1000 naira and I keep dialing the USSD code, my 1000 naira will be reducing. Will be reducing by that same amount, by the charges, okay, by the amount, total amount of charges per term, per use. All right. So that's what that means. Say aim at improving transparency and efficiency in financial transactions via USSD. So for all those who have been thinking that maybe their banks are scamming them, the bank is overcharging them, and you will sit at home, somebody promise you 5k, but you have dialed the USSD code of your bank more than 20 times, and then later when you see the debits, you'll not be feeling that the bank is unfair to you. So it's now you will then, that's what they're saying, to bring about that transparency. So you no longer be looking at the bank, you'll not be looking at yourself now. Okay, does that make sense? You'll not be looking at yourself. How many times do you use this service? So that's what this update is all about. So let's go to the next slide. So the USSD pricing structure. 698 kobo will be charged per session, meaning that if I use it 1 million times, they will remove 6 naira 90 kobo from my airtime. That's from my credit. Let's use Nigeria language. The credit wey dey for my my line, my MTN line, they will charge am 1 million times 96 naira 98 kobo. So deduction from customers airtime is going to be from my airtime balance, from my credit, my card wey I load for my phone, and they go dey remove the money from. That's where it will be charged. No bank charges beyond the fixed rate. So nothing like say they don't charge me more than this. It will not happen again. All right, good. So let's go to the next slide. Now, end user billing. That means that it is now we, the end users, we that are that are dialing that code, that will bear the cost. It's no longer going to be taken from our bank account, but from us. Customer pay directly for USSD transactions. Replaces previous model where the bank bore the cost. Okay, bank no go do am for us again. It's now we. Charges deducted from users mobile airtime. We have said that before, so we don't need to dwell on it so much. Let's go to the next one. Policies on extra charges. Bank prohibited from adding any extra fees, meaning that no bank will charge you extra, only what your network service providers are doing. That's the one that they've already deducted from your airtime, nothing again. What is that amount? 6 naira 98 kobo is the only allowable charges. Reinforces customers protection and fairness. So you see, now you are now protected, abi. Your banks will not charge you extra. And if you see so many charges on your phone, it means you are the one doing it, and you feel that you are not the one doing the charges, doing it, dialing the code, and they are charging you. Now you will not report to the bank again. You report where? Go to MTN. You go to where? Go to Glo. You go to where? Go to 9mobile. If they are the one, they are using their SIM. So you go there, you no longer go to bank to complain about this again. That's what it means. Thank you. So the next one, transparency and customer notification. So the NCC and then CBN emphasize transparency practices. Banks must inform customers about the billing shift, no hidden fee or extra bank imposed charges. We have already explained all these things. So they say banks must inform you, and all that. So CBN and the Nigerian Communication Corporation that came together and ensure that this thing is implemented. All right. So settlement of outstanding debts. Now, for those bank or MONs that are owing MNOs that are owing that are having outstanding this thing, and charge fees, or rather remittance to make, they are going to do that. Address long outstanding payment issues, between banks and telcos. Support smooth operations of USSD services. At least now those communication company can monitor their thing directly by themselves. They will no longer be waiting for banks to pay them or to come and remit. So they will not like say bank they owe me. It's now between them and us, we that are using those services, and which is beautiful. I don't think so. So now, summary of changes. Now what that means is that we want to summarize everything we have already said. So let me just zoom it for us to see. Okay, you have seen that now. So there's now a shift to end user. Okay, billing. The flat rate of 6 naira 98 kobo. No extra charges from banks. Transparency and customer awareness mandated. Settlement of outstanding telco debt. Stability in USSD access and services. So anything you feel that you don't understand, you want more clarification, please let me know. in the comment section, and then like, share this video so that others too can benefit from it. God bless you until we meet again. Bye bye.